Okay, welcome back to the second half of 1400 2 p.m. turn for Antietam 166 60th anniversary playthrough with the Glory 3 system. We're in the last half of the turn, and the next chit that came out, of course, was Jackson over here. So Jackson is getting his last chit out here, and it's good timing because as we saw in the first half of the turn, the Union has achieved a breakthrough with the 6th Corps over here and is pushing with the Ninth Corps, Burnside's Ninth Corps, and 5th Corps to the south. So at this point, Jackson needs to react. He had been staging a little bit of a reserve once McLaws was committed to the southern half of Sharpsburg by pulling back Lawton a little bit. And I think we'll continue that with this turn. We're going to pull back Lawton. We're going to shift back Jones and move them back over there to defend around Dunker Church a little bit more and provide some defense over there. Meanwhile, the most part of Lawton will be committed to attack down to the south here. So let's get started with Lawton. So Lawton, those are the blue ones here. They'll be shifting. Two of them are ready over here, and they will probably be attacking. And then these others, I think, will shift around here as well. So let's start first. I think we're going to take over here Hayes right here. He's going to move 1, 2, 3. Of course, we'll turn around 4 over there, so we can look to better attack over there. We're also going to move early B 1, 2, and 3 over there, and then we're going to take J.A. Walker 1, 2, 3 into here, like so. We still got early A. He'll come over and provide a little bit more reserve. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 to there. I'll spin around. Actually, go 4 into there as well. We're also going to pull back Lawton's artillery for the moment. He's going to go back 2, 4 into there, and then 5. Strategic move is 6, and stop there, facing the artillery like this. It's a serious breach over here. They've got to commit to it. Douglas's brigade is still going to stay on the line up at the top over there. So looking forward to attacking here. We're going to have J.A. Walker and Hayes attack across here. So Bartlett A will get a chance to defensive fire. I think he'll go against Walker over here. He'll leave Hayes alone. So that's going to be, he's going to need an 8 or higher. They are attacking over open ground, so that's going to be a +1 to the dice. So 8 or higher, +1 on the dice. Roll a 0. So that doesn't do it. So the attack is on. So Hayes and Walker, they combined for 7 against Bartlett's 4. That's a 3 to 2 odds. So that's a +1. Now it's also uphill, which is going to cancel out any type of open terrain bonus. So, and also give a -1 on the dice. So it's going to be -1. So that's going to net it out to be 0. And then the big one here, both cohesions for the Confederates, 7, Bartlett 5. So it's +2. So the final roll is going to be a 5 with a +2 on the dice. Rolls a 0 with +2. Attacker is automatically disordered and undergoes cohesion check. So the attack fails. Wow. The attack fails there. And these guys are automatically disordered. And now we've got to check cohesions to see if they retreat. So both are a 6. We'll take Hayes first. Rolls a 5. He is okay. We'll take Walker. He's a 6, and he gets a 6. So they don't have to retreat. They will be staying right there, but they are disordered. And that holds the Union breakthrough up here. Now they've kind of patched it, but we'll see how that holds. So that's all for Lawton over there. So now I think what we'll do is actually take the reserve artillery, because I want to shift some of the reserve artillery. As for firing with the reserve artillery, there's nothing there. He's going to move. He has nothing to shoot at. Actually, he might be a better one to bring up there. So I'll think about those. Those two might move. Last one over here. He's actually part of Hill's unit, so he'll fight with Hill's units over there. So let's go with the movement. So I think what I want to do is have him come up. So he'll go 1.5, 3.5. Oh, and they can't. Oh boy. Well, maybe they won't go that way. Oh, they can't. That would be 2, 4, and then in there. So they can't get all the way up there. All right. So he'll come to there and stop. The reserve B, this other one here, these long-range guns, a little bit more interesting. I'm not sure where I want to put them. I think they'll come back with Jones's battery back here, so they'll go 1, 2, 3 points to there, and then there'll be 4, 5, 6 up to there, and I think they'll stop at that point. So that's all for the reserve artillery. Next, we've got D.H. Hill and Jones at the last two. I think we'll take D.H. Hill over here next. Okay, I think we'll have the reserves fire somehow here. Right, I think they can't turn, so they're going to shoot actually down here at Newton, I think. Yeah, I think they'll go at Newton. So they're a +3. They are plunging fire, makes +4. So 9 with a +4 on the dice. Rolls a 13, so that's an automatic disruption. Or a disorder, excuse me. So he's done there. Now we've also got Hill's battery up here. They'll fire up here. There'll be a +1 for strength, +1 for firing, for plunging fire, so 9 with a +2 on the dice. Well, 8 + 2 is 10. That's cohesion checks for the Union units. Top one is a 4, rolls a 5, so he breaks. Bottom one is also a 4, rolls a 0, he's okay. So that put a crimp in the Union attack a little bit. Now, for unit movement, we are going to have to, I think, pivot him like so. They can stay like that over there. He's going to have to pivot like so as well. He can't move in there, but we need to start, I think we need to start pulling back a little bit. I hate to leave the flank a little open, but I think he's going to have to pull back here. 1, 2, like so, and then we're going to pull him under him like that. Okay. I don't think they're going to attack because they're 7. Actually, yeah, I think I got to change that a little bit. I think we're going to shift him back 1, 2, 3 as well. He is going to take a step. no, it's not going to work either. Sorry. He's just going to take one step back up onto the hill and leave it at that point. Okay, so there'll be no attacks here. This would be a little foolish. It'll be 1 to 2, so it'll be -2 + 1. Yeah, no, it's not going to do anything there. So take that off, take that off. So the next one, last one we have is Jones over here. So why don't I try to shift them over a little bit? We'll have Stark move in under here with Douglas. We're going to have not Grigsby, but him, this guy over here. He's going to come up there. Grigsby's going to join him, I think. Yeah. They're over there. Do have artillery here that I've got to do something with. He may come down the road 1.5, or down the trail 1.5. They should be able to do it with strategic movement. 1.5 up the hill, 3, 4.5, 5.5, and stop there. Jones himself is just going to come back to there. He's going to pivot a little bit and leave it at that. Okay, so that's all with Jackson. He's responded a little bit to the attack, or the breakthrough, I should say, but still quite a bit of, but not quite enough, because he didn't break through on there. Okay, so our next one is going to be Burnside. All right, so we come back here with Burnside's attack. I'm going to switch over to the small camera to give you the overhead on that. So there we go. With that, we now see Burnside coming up, and I just want to flip them around. There we go. You see Burnside's attack over here. This is his second activation. Now, he's had a little bit of damage on him. It's coming to the end of the turn, so not quite sure what we want to do here. We've got Wilcox units have been stretched a little bit. These guys have to recover it somehow. So I think we'll take Wilcox first, because he can use his artillery over here. But let's see. Not really, because his artillery is short-range artillery and long-range artillery. So I think his artillery is not going to do anything at the moment. We may move him up. 2, 4, 7, 8. Could do that. Think he will. So Wilcox, no firing. He will move 2 to there, 4 to there, 7 to there, using strategic movement, and across the bridge for 8. Other one will just stay put. Where he is. Now the units, we've got to do some swapping here. Welsh is going to come back here, and there'll be more rally, because he moved. And then we'll take Christ, and we'll look like that. And we've got Christ over here as well. Yeah, he's got to fall back to over here. Make room for Sykes when he gets a chance. Yeah, and that is all for them. There's no rally on both of these units. So I'll open them off. All right, next. Scammon here actually can. Sturgis, not sure. Got a lot of artillery here. Don't want to really charge the artillery. got Rodman over here as well, who they are in a good position to kind of flank. So I think we'll take Rodman next. Now his artillery is back here. I'm just going to move here. They'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. I think they'll stop there with them. Now, units over here. We'll go 2, 3, 4. So his units will go 1, 2, 3. And we'll come up 1, 2, under there. This one will go 2, 3, 4. Okay. And now Rodman will have one attack over here with Fairchild going against Walker. Now Walker doesn't have any. You could pivot just one hex, but oh yeah, actually that'll do it. You can pivot one hex. Oh no, they can't defensive fire. Sorry, no defensive fire on them. So Walker's just got a clean shot, flying shot at Walker over here. So he's going to be a 4 against 9. So it's a 2 to 1. 2 to 1, and he's going to get clear terrain bonus. Yeah, clear terrain bonus. So it's going to go up one more level to 3 to 1. So it's +3. They are flanked. So it's +1 again, +4. Cohesion is 6 against 6, so there's nothing there. So it's a 5 with a +4 on the dice. +4 is 6, so the defender retreats and cohesion check. So they have to retreat. Go back here. And there'll be cohesion checks for the artillery. Okay, and the unit. Both okay. They come back to there, into there. He advances, and he's gonna, yeah, put it like that. Okay, so Rodman kind of rolling up Walker's flank a little bit. Hopefully AP Hill. Oh, geez, I knew I forgot something. I forgot to bring AP Hill on here. Oh, that's a big mistake. Ooh, okay, let's finish off Burnside, then figure out what we'll do with AP Hill. I completely forgot AP Hill is sitting over here off to the side. He should have advanced with Jackson a little bit further. So we may bring him on to alleviate that mistake. I might do it as a flag of war. I hate to. It's so critical. But let's continue on with Burnside for the moment. So next we've got Sturgis and we've got Scammon here. Sturgis, I think, will go next. And he's got to recover here. He's got to recover there, but he's in the frontal hex. So just these guys, Ferraro and Nagel, they can come up. Oh, but they're going to be going right against the front of man of artillery. Don't like that. Don't like that at all. I think what I'll do though is have Nagel go 2, 4 to there. Ferraro is just changing facing. He is stuck actually. So I moved him, but I want to recover him. He's stuck. He's stuck there. He can't go there. He can't go here, right here. That's not good. Yeah, I better move him because they're gonna pound him. So Nagel over here. He's gonna be moving into here. Under him. He'll be no recovery. They'll both be no recovery. there. Now Sturgis's guns, they will move up the slope, provide some artillery support, over there. Okay, last one's Scammon. Again, his artillery is going to move up to Sturgis, and then Scammon units here will turn like so. I don't really want to advance into the guns yet. That would force them to take a hit. Actually, let's make it interesting. Okay. So him and come forward. It's not going to attack. And that will do it for Burnside. So we've got 2 chits left. First one, Longstreet. Yeah, so Longstreet is his chance to attack. So let's start right down here. Longstreet's attack. I know I've still got AP Hill sitting back here, and we'll talk with him at the end of the turn, figure out what we want to do. Because I think we'll move him up. But let's finish off the turn. And over here we've got Walker and McLaws. We're going to go first. Walker and McLaws. I think I want to go Walker. And his artillery here. His artillery there, I think, because they're flanking them pretty bad right now. Better try to set up a defensive position, a new defensive position. And I think what I want to do is actually have them move out of here. So artillery's going to go 2 to there, 3 to there. And Manning will follow suit with him. And then I've got Ransom, coming back 1 to there. I think we'll have the artillery join him at that point. And then we'll have Manning move into here. He can position independently of the artillery. Alright, and Walker himself will position right there. Okay. The other unit back here that has the guns, they need to do something. They can't. Even though they've got a good position, and they could just kind of sit there and be a roadblock. He could actually move up and flank them a bit. Yeah, I think we want to retreat them. We're going to bring the guns back 2, 3 to there, 4, 5 to there. And then he's just going to take a step backward. McLaw's guns back to there. Give a little bit of space. Consolidate lines. Back into there. So now we've got McLaw's. Not in a great position as well. A lot of disordered over here. And this unit up here is stuck. First off, McLaw's guns right here. They're going to shoot downhill at Ewing right here. So he's going to be a +2 plunging fire +3 and 9 with a +3 on the dice. It was a 4 +3 is 7. That's going to be 8 and a miss. And then these guns also going against Ewing. That's going to be a +3 plunging fire misses 4 and a 9. 6 misses. So now we have the
concerns. How do we account here? If I leave this open, Union is going to dash up there and grab it. I don't want them to have that. So I've got to hold that with Siemens. He's actually going to pivot though, like so. We've got one brigade off. We've got Barksdale and Kershaw disrupted here, but I have nothing to substitute in, so they've got to stay there because you must block the Union from going in there. So I think that's all from a clause. Not great, but I have to deal with it. Okay, so we got McLaws, we've got Walker completed, we have Jones, and we've got Hood next. They happen to be right up here. And I'll just move these around and see what we can do. So with Hood, I don't think I want to move. His artillery, he could shoot, but it doesn't really have any targets. I don't want to bring them out because they're holding a line against him there. What's other artillery though? Down here. I think we're going to dispatch them down to the southern part of the town. So he's actually going to go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 into the town, because they do need more defense down there. And then we've got D.R. Jones over here, which needs to pull back. He's way out on this bubble, and he needs to pull back. And actually, I think we may try to make him into a reserve if they can get him back. So first off, I've got Walker, Jay Walker here. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Back to here, like so. And then I'm going to move him back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to there. I think some of these may be moving off camera, and I apologize, but just the angles of everything here. So next one I'm going to bring back is the artillery. I'm going to go 2, 3 to there. 4. Yeah, they are away, so they can go 5, 6, 7 to there. And stop. And then we'll move back. This one. Graydon 1, 2, 3, 4, under Wattens. Guys, artillery. And now we'll bring back 1, 2, 3. Going to D.R. Jones. I'll bring him back 1 to there. Actually, Jones will move back into there. All right, so kind of shorten up the lines a little bit, trying to build up some reserve here a little bit. You can see there's the other movement with them moving back. So what else do we have? Oh, we have the reserve artillery. Oh, and Anderson too. I completely forgot about Anderson. Forgetting about units here. Not good at a critical time. So we've also got Anderson over here. That out the way. And Anderson is in a very precarious position. He's got units on the southern flank that are disordered that he needs to recover. That's Evans. Oh, we've got Evans there as well. So artillery-wise, we have no artillery. So I think Anderson's big thing is got to try to recover something. This reserve unit, he's actually going to be part of him, so he's going to move back into town. He's going to attempt to recover. He's got to hold his position, and kind of go from there. So he's going to try to recover that artillery. It's a 7 or less. It's a 1, so the artillery comes back into battery. Face that way. Everybody else is done. All right, we also have Evans, and we have the reserve artillery. I think most of the reserves we've covered already, but we do have this reserve unit with Evans, so we'll just take them all together. So I think this guy is going to take a shot at him. He's going to be a 1, +1 for range, so it's going to be 9 and +2 dice. Rolls a 0, so that's a miss. And then we've got this artillery here, which is going to be 4. You can't shoot at this unit because it's too. He's got a steep slope right here, and that's going to be, I think, well, just one level down, but it's a steep slope, so 2 or more levels higher. I think he is just 1 level higher, I believe. Yeah. Oh no, he is 2 levels higher, so he can't shoot at them. He can shoot over him, and maybe he'll go for Smith's unit right here. So it'll be 4 +4 on the dice. Plunging fire is 5. So +5 on the dice. 5 + 5 is 10. That's a cohesion test. And it's Brooks, who needs a 6 or less. Rolls a 0, so he's okay. Alright. So all the artillery with Evans is fired. Evans really can't do much. He's only 1 strength, so I think that'll be it for Evans. And that will end Longstreet's turn. Precarious. Last one we have is Stewart. I'm going to adjust Stewart over here.
Consolidate a little bit his artillery. I think we'll have some artillery shots over here. But the others, I think they're going to have to start pulling back a little bit. So first off, the attached one from J.R. Jones is a +2. Into woods is nothing. It's not. No, it's not plunging fire, so it's just going to be +2. So it's going to be a 9 and +2 on the dice. Rolls a 1. That's a miss. Next one is Stewart's artillery here, firing across. +1 on the dice. Rolls 8. +1 is 9. That's a cohesion test. Artillery needs a 7 or less. Rolls a 4. The unit under there, 5. Rolls a 0. So he is okay as well. So that's all the artillery for Stewart. Now movement. I think Pelham is going to have to come back because they've got to really hold this area. So I think they need to shift these units around just a little bit. Because these guys are going to need to cover over closer to Nicosia's hill over here rather than being strung out behind here, which is there's no real benefit bonus or anything for them to do that. So I think we're going to bring him back. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He'll come back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They'll come back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they'll come with them. Stop here. And they'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to there. I think that'll be it. And then, actually, one more to the south. We've got Mumford here. I'm going to tip you backwards here from Mumford. Right there. He's going to position 1, 2 like this on the flank of the Union. Kind of position on the attack. Okay. So that's it for Stewart, and that's all of our AMs. Now, one thing I think I'm going to correct because I think it'll throw the balance if I don't, is back here. Let's get back over there a little bit to AP Hill. I think he's got to move up with his strategic movement. We will kind of keep him going here. So we've got Hill. They'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I think stop there for now. They'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and they'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and they'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I want to keep them on the roads. Hill will come up over here as well. I think for balance sake, I can't rule out as a fog of war. I've got to let them come up to meet them. Plus, it'll make it more interesting in the long run. Okay, with that done.
There we go. Deal with the units in the recovery boxes. So, first off, there's 2 units ready to recover. 1 Confederate, that's going to be Law B, needs a 6 or less to return. Rolls an 8, he is gone. He's out of the game. That's a loss. And also we've got a Union unit, that's going to be Crook. He needs a 5 or less. Rolls a 7, he's out of the game. So there's 2 more losses there. Now we've also got a bunch of them moving into the recovery. There's a number of, there's 2 Anderson units, there's a Walker unit, there's a Hill unit, and then there's a McLaws unit that are moving into the withdrawn box. So with that, I'll switch
back. There we go. And this brings us to the end of the 2 p.m. turn, 1400 of the Antietam campaign. So pretty interesting. A little bit of breakthrough here in the center. Actually, let me zoom you out. There we go. A little bit of breakthrough in the center for the Union, causing a little bit of a shift from the north down to plug that gap. And we also have Anderson in the middle here, who have taken some damage from the 6th Corps as well. Burnside's 9th Corps has damaged McLaws and Walker, making some headway here, although he's got some that he's got to recover. But the bigger thing is the 5th Corps is fresh, coming in to meet Hill's units right back here in the next turn. So that'll do it. We'll move on to 1445, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.